It's still pretty comfortable for you if you're PaiN. Pistol round underway, and well, it's looking B. It's looking very B.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, they're taking tunnels control at the very least.
Yeah.
They got 4 players in here. They're taking a little bit of vision in towards the underpass. Looking for some aggression, perhaps, to come in from Mythic, but at the end of the day, it does seem like they're going to group up for this hit. Nithon's got the util, so we'll chuck that on over, and on they go. Smoke in. What can Twice do? Some damage, but he needs some kills, and he's got 1! Not quite the 2 he'd hoped for with the dualies, but Flom will take a second. The trade is there, though. Trying to slip away into the smoke, that is not permitted. Eric could go for this window peek. Safe from it, but no one's got vision, and that's a great kill from Hate. The answer's there for Nithon, the found dualies, and oh, he'll get the second. Forcing a reload out of the dualies is a hard thing to do, but fortunately, Big Azera will get that kill before he can even complete the reload animation.
Oh boy, the dualies coming back to haunt Twice and Mythic there. Nice pickup by PaiN, who do manage to take care of business on that B site, and it's 1-0 in their favor. I thought for a moment Mythic would be able to get that, especially when Hate comes through double doors and immediately gets a frag. That was the prime opportunity to go for the retake, but as mentioned, those dualies in the hands of Nithon were the difference maker for PaiN. And now Team Mythic, they are going to go for the forest buy. You got a couple of scouts, the Deagles around them. Nekis is waiting for a push to come through, and for good reason, because Twice is poking his head around. He's lucky to get away from that, to be quite honest.
That nade's going to be chunky, right onto Hate. Oh, never mind. It does almost nothing. Nades. What do they even do in this game? All right. Player's been spotted. PKL will get that kill. Wasn't the player I expected him to kill first, but hey, he's not going to get a second.
This is weird.
Double push out catwalk. Now they're chasing. They know they got a player push the corner, but they don't expect Niki's in towards lower. They probably should, since he did get a kill on towards B, but he's lower now, and he'll get 2 more. And this round, well, it's over, John.
Tis over. Well, look, yeah.
Ooh, that was really over. Oh,
yes.
Nice shot for Hydal. I think he even just shot a little bit to like bait Flom back in.
Yeah, I think he did. But Flom, if he hits 3 shots, 3 of those players are 1 shot, I believe. So
yeah, I think he maybe kills 1 and then they tuck.
Yeah. Or he kills 1 and then they try to chase, and then he gets the kills and wins the round. But it didn't happen at all. He was just completely deleted. 2-0.
John will be writing the fanfic where Flom won that round. You can find it on his, I don't know, Tumblr. Where do people write fanfics?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you what. You're going to need another fanfic here if you're a Mythic fan, because, oh, my goodness, this round's not going their way either. Why's that look down? Oh, it didn't look down in time, but it doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme of things. AK's even retrieved, so no harm, no foul.
Some of these rounds have been really crazy. Just the way they've ended has just been very interesting, to say the least. Some of the kills come through from Mythic, and then PaiN coming back and punishing. It's just very, very interesting. But it's 3-0 at the end of the day in favor of PaiN Gaming, and here come the rifles. Yes, that's the best way to describe it from my perspective right now, Mike. Okay. You're going to have the Opt in Cooper's hands, and the A1S is surrounding it. Twice is the B anchor, it seems, in this half, and he's going to have support from Flom very shortly. And they're just trying to batten down the hatches here at the B site, but PaiN have already fallen off.
Tap, 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 because it's Twice. Tap, 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 indeed. Cooper can have first contact here with this AWP, perhaps. Not giving it to him just yet. PaiN Gaming showing a lot of restraint in this round. Hate. Posted on the angle. Now towards the wall. And Cooper burning! We'll have to give it up. Loses a quarter of his health on that one. We'll be able to reposition out towards car. So PaiN Gaming do gain that corner, but they don't really take advantage of it just yet. They're actually not committed. They're not decided at all. And with the space found through the mid doors, this could turn into a B split real quick. They got the smokes for it, which they do. Yeah. Oh. This could be bad for Mythic. That's a commit for the utility. The B split is coming on through. Cooper hitting a timing shot. Just getting lucky with that one. He'll try his hands again, and this is actually looking good. The shot, but Twice still alive, doing so much damage, and Hadzao is low. And Nithon is nowhere close at hand. Twice with 3 huge kills. Cooper started it, but it's Twice who ends it here. And with no time, Nithon's actually just going to save
I think, though, without that frag from Cooper, Twice doesn't do nearly as much damage because when Cooper gets it, that's when PaiN's thinking, okay, we got to look around, we got to look behind ourselves. Where's Cooper actually playing from? And it just creates a ton of chaos in the minds of PaiN, which is to Mythic's benefit in any situation. They love that chaotic type of CS. And Twice gets a 3K off of it, and the op will get saved here by Nithon to the next round. So they crack the scoreboard and get there first.
First round on the board.
Good play by
Takes
Twice,
the
regardless.
stand-in of Twice to deliver it.
Look, he was the top frag in the first map, and he played
was?
pretty well. I mean, he did his job.
He was indeed. And just in case you're watching this and thinking, man, I could do it twice on my ECL team, he is looking. He's the 6th man for Mythic, so he's absolutely not committed. He is looking for a legitimate team in CS. So if you're liking what you're seeing, this is Twice at. This is my Tyler White's plug. Had to do it now. Yes. Got run over. Oh no, they've lost bait.
Don't let him manage your economy, though.
Look at this though, Eric. Eric could find the bomb. No. Instead, he gets absolutely ruined, and at this point, it's Mythic. And it's a save that Cooper will not be able to join in. Just hate. Hate. Just gonna try and get this kill on the long player. This is interesting. You're saving.
I mean, he gets an op here. They're not looking for it.
Yeah, there we go. But he can't retrieve the op because he realizes it's exposed. So now he's just gonna bail. Does get the kill. Maybe costs a little bit more for the eco. The question is, can he take his rifle through? The answer looks like maybe yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. They have no idea he's here. Great success, John. Glorious victory.
Yes. I mean, if you consider saving an AK glorious victory, then yes, that was a nice job for Mythic. I think it's more so the victory for PaiN, shutting down that round for Mythic and isolating it, and picking up their 4th. That's job well done, and that forces Mythic into a bit of a tough spot. They will have enough to get the A1Ss back in their hands, and of course there was that recent nerf to the A1S, and no, they're not going to go for it. Okay, interesting. They could have easily forced up there, but they just want to, I guess, keep the AK up, go for a half buy, and maybe find the success that they found in the previous map on Vertigo when they went for this type of setup, but their money was much worse in that situation. Anyway, I do want to talk about the nerf to the A1S, which I don't consider to be that big of a deal, Mike. 5 less bullets in the magazine, that's it. So I think it's still going to be very potent. I think it's still going to be favored over the A4, but at least it creates more of an argument to go for the A4 to get 10 more rounds in your magazine.
Yeah.
A little more, yeah.
But 4 bullets kill versus 5 bullets kill.
You can still get crazy clutches with the A1S.
So really, I mean, the A4 only gives you 1 more potential kill if you're making every bullet
something.
count. Hate only needs 1 bullet. Actually, that was a body shot, so he needed more than 1 bullet. But he does do some killing. Does it good. Hate's got a fight with Big Azera here, but there's support as well. Hate. Let's find one. Big is still stuck in the corner. Should do, but it's a focus on NetKids that will lead to their demise. Only 2 players remaining with MP9s. They're on the flank! They're on the flank! It's getting weird. It's getting wild. It's getting rowdy. And Eric cannot get past the AWP. Nithon with some snappy shooting there. Bails out PaiN from another one of those cheeky, weird rounds that Mythic almost makes happen.
But they do fall short. The good news is, of course, since that was just a half buy, they will have the full-on buy up here. And Biggie was a big difference maker in that round. Just tucked himself in. Neck is, of course, supports and does most of the damage. But without that position of Biggie, then it might not have been as easy for Neck to get the job done. Either way, here comes Mythic. Full-on buy up once more. 4 A1Ss and the AWP. And Cooper's hands. And Eric didn't realize there was a player behind the blue box there. And he gets caught up. But Hate is supporting. Nade goes in. Hate gets a second. This could isolate Neck, but no, he somehow manages to fight his way out of that situation. Only takes a little bit of damage, and he gets the second one, Mike. Wow.
I was looking like PaiN might be done and dusted right in the beginning of the round, right? Long fight going against him. So many crosshairs there, but Neck is just still makes it work, and now Hate's in a really tough spot. He's been good this series. But even getting the dink here, it's not going to be the killing blow. AK wins out in that exchange when Hate has no health to spare. His shot actually landed. It landed first, but it just didn't do quite enough. Problem is they have to go back for the bomb. And he's a little nervous. Doesn't know if that bomb's covered off. It's not, but he does not know. Bomb sighted. Ooh, ooh, do they see it? Huh?
Better to be
Huh?
careful.
Oh, no, they don't. We're all good. It's fine. I can get the bomb. Everything's fine. They're all
That
dead.
helps.
It's just Cooper. Is there smoke? There is. 2 even. John, there are no problems anymore.
No, there are none.
He's just gonna
They're not
clear
even
dry.
using it.
Okay. All right. That could have been bad, but it won't be. And now Cooper really should save.
Yes, no doubt. I'm surprised they don't use the smokes to cross on over. They had a lot of confidence in their firepower there. And Cooper was lined up for that shot. He just decided to fall off at the wrong time and likely was thinking more about the save than trying to clutch that round in that moment. And, well, PaiN is going to get themselves a 6th, and at the very least, Cooper will, as mentioned, save this AWP.
6-1 is the scoreline, John.
Mike,
These
yeah.
PaiN T sides, man, are ruthless.
I'm surprised Nekkis gets out of that spot. There was really no reason for Hate to fall off or even to challenge Nekkis that much. You knew where he was at the blue box. Just played more passively, tuck yourselves in, and instead you give up 2 frags and erase the 5v3 effectively. Good job by Nekkis, though. I mean, he fought his way out of that really well.
All right, Cooper. Hero moment. Eric's got a FAMAS. Got some weaponry. But it's time for that AWP to ring true. We haven't seen much from Cooper so far this series, and this time he'll start things off early. The drop down from PKL into Dark is punished. We have seen PaiN recover from disadvantages before, and this time Hardzao has the ground towards long. And they're bringing him a fight at the end. He's already out towards the dumpster. Nython dumpstered. In the meantime, he got the shot on Cooper, but it was a leg. And
oh, no way!
What's going on? Neck has just walked into B, hoping that somehow he'd found the cheat code, and instead, this round is definitely going to get away from PaiN. It's all into Hardzao now. Got 1 kill to his name. He's got an AWP, and he's sprinting through a Molotov. Oh! Would have had it. Timing. Takes that away, and I believe Flom also spotted him.
I'm not sure. They don't have bomb visibility, so Hardzao's going to pick that one up, and there's still a chance for him to pull something off here. There's 54 seconds left on the clock, Mike.
There is time. I think some players here. They're not.
Ooh, we lost someone.
Where's he going to head? Well, we've got 2 Hardzaos on the field. Now we've got 2 PKLs. I think we lost Nython.
Yeah.
Nython missed that ob shot. Well, I mean, he actually did hit it, but it wasn't a killing blow. And he said, it's got to be my connection. Disconnecting. Be right back, guys.
Got to reset the router.
Just throw the PC out the window, you know. Get a new monitor. Keyboard, new mouse. New round will be coming through here. Although it seems like we might have a little pausey poo before it.
Oh, more than likely, yeah. But that was a great round from Cooper, and not to mention another round that Mythic pulls off with not a full investment. They had 2 rifles in that one, some pistols mixed in there, and, well, Cooper does the work with the AWP. Some nifty peeks, one at mid to get the opener, and then towards long, taking down Nython. That was a wicked shot. Very quick reflexes coming through. And, well, Mythic do at least find themselves a 2nd round. Looking at the money here, PaiN can still buy up. Bigu and Nekkis are going to have to drop here, but they will. And I think everyone's back in the server here, Mike. Just need a quick reset of the HUD, and we should be good to go.
Yeah, HUD not happy with this. Nython apparently just does not exist. So if we just get a little refresher Rooney on that, we should be good to go. And there he is. We got a Nython. We got a Nython, but we don't have a Hardzao. He's been deleted. Cooper finding that one. Bit of bold play here. They are going to emphasize the long fight. They're going to stick with it. Cooper's able to withdraw. He'll get elevators boosted up. They're taking the pit, but Nython's going to need to win this duel if PaiN Gaming are going to be able to get anywhere closer towards the site. He's undefined in the pit right now, and we'll see if his impact can be defined in this round. Ooh, this duel could determine so much. They've also shifted players off, right? So there's a ton of space here, and I thought wants it. He's got the spot. He's got the shot. Saw Cooper right before the smoke bloomed as well. So now that brings the numbers back in whack, and that's exactly what they needed from Nython.
Yeah, Nython returning the favor there onto Cooper, who got him in that previous round. And now we have a 4v4. Smoke's going to come through perfectly thrown here by PaiN. There should not be a gap, but of course Mythic are still going to spam it. It's going to come through. Eric gets spotted up behind the boxes. Hate does manage to trade it. He's coming there from elevator, and now he's going to try and back off and get more damage. But exactly. He will have soon support, but Big is watching for it, and Twice goes down. That leaves Hate very isolated.
Such a tough spot for Hate. He needs somebody to help him out. And Nython, despite taking a dink, deals out a shot in turn. Now it's just Hate. 1v3. He's on fire. And unfortunately, it's not in the way he'd be hoping.
No, not at all. Bigu burns him to an itty-bitty crisp. Nice little barbecue there. And PaiN Gaming will pick up a 7th round once more, isolating the round victory for Mythic. But Mythic do have enough money to finally go for that double op. We talked about it in the pregame, and it's going to be Cooper and Flom rocking those. Likely one at long, one peering around mid towards the B site. And it's going to be Flom who's working mid, and Cooper towards long. Cooper's actually playing more passively. He's letting the rifles take care of business on the front lines. And Eric and Hate do manage to fend off the advance from PaiN Gaming and force them in towards mid.
Seconds away from this one, and instead he might get caught. Eric trying to chase it. Does he expect the rifle? No, he still wins the duel. My goodness, that one works out beautifully for Eric. Could have gone very much awry. Instead, PaiN Gaming are reeling once more. This has just not been their cup of tea here in this round. Still chances for this to go awry, and Nekias with a huge opener. Kicks down the door in the middle of the map. Now pressure on. That's going to limit the rotation. So both of these duos, 2 players towards either site, are kind of on an island. We've got the op trained. What can he do with it as the hit will come through from Catwalk? Still a few flashes to deploy, and they're going to start to spend those. It's major capital. If they can clear out this op, oh, they're past it. That's huge. Now Cooper knows the pressure's coming, but he's still got Nython. That's all he'll be able to contribute, but he keeps the advantage, at least in their whack. He certainly can't deny this bomb plant now. That is going down. And Hate will just tuck out towards long. He hasn't revealed himself yet, so PaiN might get a little too comfortable. Indeed, they do. Hardsal's able to trade it, but 2 more required. He's going aggressive for it. Almost the collapse, but no. Flom instead with the trade. Keeps it alive for Mythic. Keeps it going. A lone survivor for this Mythic squad, but the stream team has a dream, and it'll at least get them 3.
Oh, man. I thought he had it lined up, and he was going to hit the Colat, but misses it, and then Flom gets the instant trade, and that is the round. Good job by Cooper to hang on there, at least for one, but at the end of the day, Mythic are going... PaiN could not take care of business, and Mythic do win the round. Timeout's going to be called here. Perhaps PaiN want to talk things over? No, it's again, I think, Mythic. No, it is PaiN. Excuse me. I'm going back and forth there like a yo-yo. But PaiN do want to call the timeout here and talk things over. Looks like they're going to force into this round, Mike, and they're not going to have more than that AK in terms of rifles.
Classic spicy PaiN play. See if it'll work. Tons of util here. There's no way they're taking this many Glocks, right?
Seems like they really wanted the util. There's no way. Yeah, I don't think so, Mike.
Spare capital. There's a MAC-10. There's an AK. Okay, it was guns down. Indeed. Yeah, Glocks, no. Pistols, sure. Glocks, not so much. So 2 rifles up, a MAC-10 as well. That's time to get wild. It's time to get weird with it. And it's time to go fast in towards B. Twice better be ready. Because they're bringing the thunder. That nade's well placed. It does damage. But on comes the hit. He's got support from Flom, and so far so good for the duo. Twice down, but they've done the damage. They've done something, but maybe not enough. Eric's there on the flank, but he's smoked up. He's going to go through it.
They're not really watching.
That bomb's planted. Someone is indeed. They've got the kill. It's only going to be Hate and Cooper now. Cooper trying to reposition to go through the tunnels, but that bomb's ticking away. There is a kid in the window. But if Hate drops before he's able to find it, I don't know that this is even going to be possible, much less a good idea. Cooper coming looking Molly to force the player out, but Cooper can't hit the shot. He can't line it up. So now it's all on to Hate. He's been spotted. Cooper finds one, Hate another, but it's all on Zhao. A 1v2, and he just needs to buy time. Time is running out. Cooper can no longer win this round, and he knows it. He just wants that last kill. And while he can find that, he can find no consolation. PaiN Gaming, the force buy works out. They are back on the board.
Wow, that was a very topsy-turvy round. Back and forth. PaiN lose the first two players. Right here, you're going to see it again. Flom gets one, then twice another. But afterwards, they managed to strike their way into the bomb site, take down both those players without a response. And Mythic are a little too slow to come back into that site to take care of PaiN. So PaiN will again. It's been very back and forth, Mike, over the last few. But they do isolate the round victory for Mythic. And the economy, as a result, is not in pretty shape. Cooper did manage to save the op, so he's going to bring that forward again. And they did win a round similar to this, with Cooper just having the op saved on forward previously, so maybe they can do it again. And this time, well, they're going to go for a push towards long A to try to get some info, but by the time they do, PaiN could already be on this B site.
That's why he's trying to pull off a cheeky play here with this CZ. Falling with the scout. It's a 1-2 punch that could be deadly, to be fair. Oh, look at this flag.
And they're gaining all the info up mid.
They got so much control. They got so much information. Now they just need the execution. And, well, the first piece not exactly going to plan. The second, neither. The dominoes are falling, and they're not falling for Mythic, but Hate. Try and subvert those expectations. The flank is on here. No, it's not. And Eric takes advantage. It's getting weird. It's getting wild. Eric's got no health, but he's got a rifle. He's got an AK.
He's just saving.
And he does have time. No, not necessarily. The bomb's not ticking. Remember, John, this might be a reposition. This might be another opportunity here for Eric. They're going to think he's coming from the tunnels, and that might just be exactly the element of surprise that he needs. The smoke's now down. That'll allow them to address other concerns, and those concerns are carefully met.
Yeah, for some reason I was absolutely convinced the bomb was planted there, but it was not. Either way, yeah, good job, good effort by Eric to try and go back and get that one done. He comes around to double doors, but it's just being waited for by Neck. Is unlucky for Eric that Neck has repositions there, and PaiN do manage to pull off 2 in a row. The thing is, Mythic consistently have been doing damage on rounds like that where their buy-up is not exactly significant, and they will afford themselves another one here as Cooper's going to go for a potential quick pick up towards mid. PKL, perhaps his victim.
Problem is, when you're CT side, getting close on rounds isn't enough.
No.
The economy's fine for PaiN, and they've already got 9 rounds T side here. So, if they creep up to double digits, that's pretty disastrous if you're Mythic. Already down a map, backs against the wall here. The risk of being sent down to the lower bracket on the line. Indeed, they're a little scattered here. No control out towards long, player in towards the pit. That's Nikon, who has had a quieter game. Obviously, his stats here are just since he reconnected, so don't be reading too much into that.
Yeah.
But it still hasn't been dominant. It's been solid with the AWP. And in particular, when he's been in pit, he's had some success getting picks in towards that platform. And you can see the effect of it, which is that Cooper does not want to take that fight.
Yeah, PaiN's going to come in towards long here. And they have it for free. So I'm just going to toss those smokes on forward. Eric probably couldn't go from the spam. He does through the nades, and another nade comes through flashbang. In fact, Hard Zhao thinks about pushing that smoke and then says, no, I just want to go up this ramp and clear things out. Cooper a chance, but he can't pick a target. Splits the difference and gets nothing. 4v5. PaiN going onto this A site, still don't have control of it, and Eric will be dropped towards CT. That clears things up significantly. All 3 players trying to rotate back, and I think Nekas gets the audio cue there, so information gained as well.
That to be a kill? No, Flom gets one at the very least. He's able to cross. That might just make it easier for his teammates to save as well, making PaiN Gaming think about this a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be double digits through for PaiN. And every gun that's dropped is a painful loss here for Mythic. So twice, we'll be feeling the pain right now in many senses of the word. We're coming to the close of this half, John, and it's not been rosy for me.
I mean, we've seen nice shot from PaiN at the very least take down PK. We've seen flashes where we thought, okay, Mythic have a chance to punch their way into this half, but they've never really converted off of that. Just that's all they've been is flashes. As you can see, obviously only 3 rounds picked up. Oh boy, yeah, as you mentioned, PaiN getting into double digits here spells a lot of trouble for Mythic. They really need to get their wheels turning quickly here, or else it's going to get out of hand, and they won't be able to come back into this one.
Ooh, Nython. Lucky to limp away from that one. Missed his shot and nearly paid the price for it. But he is able to stay alive. Still poses a bit of a risk. Teammates in towards lower. Mitigate that risk in a big way. Here, go for the repeat, Eric. They dare you. Oh, my goodness. Big Guzero just swinging, trying to get 2.
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness. What an absolute
No
monster.
way.
PKL dropping another. That was a bridge too far, and a second bridge as well. They're not giving up on the idea. Hate is the lone sentinel here towards A. If he drops, it's wide open. And Flom's low here towards B as well. So 3 healthy rifle players still up. This is very tough indeed. Use the engagement. Hate's just gone in towards CT. Big Zero's found all this space. All this information. What do they read? Well, they read that they can probably get this bomb on towards A. If Hate comes back up, he's in for a world of hurt.
And he will.
That's how it's going to smoke, and oh, Hate was just lured far enough. Big Zero waiting that entire time just for that exact play. So at this point, well, frankly, it should be a save, but when you're down 3 to about to be 11, desperate times sometimes
Still a
call for
save.
desperate measures. But Flom is not that desperate yet.
Look, it's not out of the realm of possibility yet, but it's starting to get there for sure.
Just slipped the net on that one. I don't think he's getting away with this.
Oh no.
And he's not indeed. He was hurt. He was seen by Nekiz, and the punish does come through. Nothing saved in the last round. I mean, 11 rounds on the board here for PaiN, and they're looking to stack one more.
Still have the full loss bonus there, do Mythic. So that's something, and that means they'll be able to get a pretty good buy up out of this one. Flom would have been happier to have the A1S, but he settles for the MP9. A 4th round would be marvelous for Mythic. Anything for them to go their way here at the end of this half would be great. And PaiN are going to bring that double up on T side now. Nython and Hardzau rocking that. And, well, when things are going well, why not? Like you mentioned. Flom going to be peering in here towards the long double doors, holding a very close angle, as he should with that MP9. And Eric's going to peer around mid. He gets caught off. Does no damage in return. He just has to escape, and he can't. For free is that frag from Nython, as Eric will give up mid control. Cooper's trying to close the gap. Hate as well. Will they be able to? No, Nython peeks around Bigu. He gets in his way. He wants to get that frag no matter what.
Yeah, just got full control of B. Now it's a fight in towards mid from the B side. That's not how you want to be taking that one. And it's not going to work out very well for the mid defenders. It's all into Flom with an MP9 in a 1v4. He has Thunderfoot his way through mid, and he will get caught from the catwalk. PKL ready for that play. 12-3 at the half. Well, that was quite the half of Counter-Strike there. And
Yes.
we'll see what this half of Counter-Strike bodes. If they don't win the pistol, it may be very brief here for Mythic. And let's see what they can do. They're going to go for a straight long play. Got the smokes to cover it off. And Nekiz is the only player in position who's going to be able to do something about this. He'll tuck towards Gandalf. And wait for his teammates to get here to give him a little bit of help. So that bomb's definitely going down. A palm plant, at least for Mythic, to give them a chance to fight early here. And it's Nekiz who draws first blood. Uh-oh, it's not looking good. The bodies are dropping. And so far, it's in favor of PaiN. As Nekiz has been putting in work with that USP. Taylor's had the best pistol highlights, and Hate will be the next to fall. It's on to Eric. They're fighting him from multiple angles, and it's PKL fittingly who takes two. The defuse is on, and PaiN Gaming win the pistol.
Just one bullet into Nekiz would have done it for Hate at least to make that a 2v2, and I think then it's winnable for Mythic, but doesn't happen. And 13-3 for PaiN. This hill keeps on getting steeper on the Mythic side, and as a result, well, I mean, you got the bomb plant, you gotta force up. It's going to be 4 Galils in the AK, but only one piece of utility, Mike. Only a flashbang for Flom. I'm surprised they don't go for a Mac 10 or 2 trying to get more utility here. That's probably going to cost them unless Cooper just wins 2 fights dry. That's Bigu and Nithon down. Nekiz is going to trade one up for sure. There you go. 3v3, and they still have to find a way past him as he retreats back towards CT. But good opener at the very least for Cooper to make this somewhat winnable. But again, once they fall back here, there's no utility to use to make some entries happen.
No, it's going to have to be dry, and Eric's going for a solo fight and towards under. He's been hurt in it. Information there for PKL. So now timing is going to be the big question. For now, PKL's content to just keep them hemmed in. But now, having not seen anything, I bet she's going to want to make a move. What's this call? What's this read? They're fighting in towards mid. The smoke's a little bit late, and there's the spot. There's the spot. Hardzal wants damage with his MP9, but he just takes the fight solo, and that opens things up. And PKL, instead of pressing through in towards tunnels, back into mid. Spot on one, but the shot's not good, and this one is looking done and dusted. 1v3 retake here for Nekiz. Really going to attempt this. He grabs the kit. He doesn't see a player. At this point, pressing forward, this is suicide. One way or another, he's going down. He does that a little bit too bold. Yes, they're up substantially. Yes, they've been absolutely massacring Mythic, but that is a round where discretion would still be the better part of valor.
And Bigu's going to disconnect there, think something happened. Perhaps that explains the result of that round. Either way, look, PaiN did not have to pull players off that B site. There was no utility for Mythic at all. PaiN just had to play their angles, and they probably would have taken that round pretty handily. For whatever reason, they rotate off it, and then the only player that's nearby has an MP9 at a range, right, towards the double doors at B. So that's just not going to do it.
I'm really curious how PKL read his information, right? Because he heard the player, I think, had full audio cues on the player in tunnels. But for whatever reason, became very convinced that the trick was going to be mid. So, bit of an odd one. Definitely something that he'll be regretting, perhaps. But, you know, he's got a nice 9-round cushion to not regret it too hard.
I mean, well, does open the crack, however small, in that door for Mythic to try and punch their way through and get back into this match. They didn't lose many rifles. They kept 3 up and running into that round. And I think there's an upgrade that came in, or excuse me, Flom picked up an A1S off the ground. So now the rest will have 3 AKs and the Galil. As I think Bigu should be back here as we're right back into the action. We'll see if PaiN can, as they've done in the past, make amends for their mistake and strike right on back with a round victory. This time, though, it's going to be a 4-spy with 3 Deagles, a Scout, and a CZ. So Mythic decidedly with the advantage into this round.
Nekiz still putting that element of fear into him. Nithon with the scout at range. Uh-oh.
That's scary.
This is an opportunity. Player spotted. First tag out. Looking for more. Looking for more on this fight.
Jeez.
Damage trying to stack up
No
here.
way.
And Nekiz is collecting. Bagging them one after another. It's all falling apart here for Mythic. They went to the gun range, and it turned out Nithon's the crack shot. Oh, it's all falling apart. It's just on to twice. He's found 2. Still a 1v2 to do. PKL has an AK. And Hartzau has a flank. There's no getting away from it. He is stuck and dropped. The scout just dealing out too much damage. Nighthawk only got 1 kill in that round, but so much damage, so many tags here to set them up for the Deagles to take the kills home.
He tagged 4 players and then finished off one of them. That was ridiculous. I mean,
That's what happens when you stall out towards the long range.
Yes.
Scout on the other side, right? Like, that gives the opportunity and absolutely takes advantage of it.
They would have been better off going for anything other than long at that point. Now Nekis finds Cooper. This is just so catastrophic for Mythic after what was a very solid round victory in round number 2 of this half. Well, it's back to PaiN Gaming, taking care of business.
That it is. And it's back to Nekis, man. 25-11 this map.
Oof, yeah.
Been having a heater. Real heater. Ooh. Twice nearly dropped there just from smoke spam. Here comes the approach. Up the catwalk they go. It's a pretty good setup for PaiN to deal with this. They don't have utility is the one real issue, but neither does Mythic. So I think the CTs will take that in this instance. Biguzero finds 1. Biguzero finds 2. Oh, why not make it 3? Oh, 4. Take 4. They're small.
Okay.
Massacre with Biguzero, making that Galil sing in a way that just would not be possible for me. He's massacred all 4. I don't know how they do it with these lesser guns, but my goodness. They made it good.
Galil is definitely better than the FAMAS, we can agree on that. But
sure, yeah.
Yeah, Bigu's just that good, honestly. Okay, Eric hits the headshot through the door onto PKL to open up this round. But
there's a pole.
Oh, I don't even have time to talk about it.
Nope, you do not.
8, and Hartzau gets Flom.
Straight into the fight in towards mid, and at this point, a player might be forced to go through the smoke for a fight, but he's also the only one who's left. Twice and Eric. Now in a 2v4 where Twice is trying to play a smoke fade and he is completely surrounded. The minimap looks like a horror scene for Twice. There's just no getting out of this one.
Jeez.
And he's done. It's all on to Eric. Man's got a scout, no armor, and he's got 4 players to find to keep them alive in this series. PaiN Gaming are ready to take this one home. They don't have control of the bomb yet. So there is some element of doubt, but a bomb plant's obviously not good enough at this juncture. And with the spot on, the kill will come through.